Shalom, shalom, Israel. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praises unto YAHAWAH, YAHAWASHI, YAHAWADAH. Double honors to the elders and apostles, great millstone. Shalom to my Akim, GUATEMALANS, who are diligently waiting to be delivered from this final captivity. This is Brother Kawa coming at you with another lesson today. John chapter 14 verse 15. If you love me, keep my commandments. Today's lesson is going to be about how, or I'm going to entitle this "Love is Sacrifice." All right, and inspiration for the name actually comes from the that one song, that one gospel song or some shit. You should, if you listen to lots of gospel music, you should know what I'm talking about. I don't remember the name of the song, but whatever, that's not the important part. The important part is, how love is, the action of being able to love someone. We are usually able to make certain sacrifices for one another. All right. So if you love, like, say, for example, if in like relationships and whatnot, people are usually able to say, okay, you know what? I know you want me to fucking, I don't know, put the seat down. Okay, so from now on, I'll put the seat down and stuff like that. Or, I want to, I don't know, I don't like washing the dishes, but I'll do it because you go to work and stuff like that. All right. Basically, you get the picture, you get the point. All right. So with that, all right, this is an example of, demonstrating your love for someone. And Christians, they have the Lord all the way fucked up, all right, because they think that the Lord is the only one. That is so disrespectful. They think that the Lord is the only one that needs to sacrifice and show love, and these Christians don't have to do jack diddly shit. Slakia, because that is actually genuinely disrespectful. All right. Now, with that being said, the issue that I have with that is that it's like the Lord even tells us, okay, and it's very arrogant for people to go with the assumption that they don't have to do anything. All right, because this is how Esau has. As a matter of fact, let me get that. All right, it's in Sirach chapter 10. All right, verse 2. As the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers. And what manner of man the ruler of the city is, such are all they that dwell therein. All right, so the people are going to be just like the ruler. All right, and we see that with how Esau wants to rule over everyone, and he doesn't want to give up anything. He keeps on take from not just us, but also from what's it called? I think it's what's it called? Slakia, I'm drawing a blank. He keeps on taking from not just us, but other countries and stuff like that. How they these other nations complain about, oh, you guys are moving in on our country and stuff like that when we don't want you. If you actually heard of I think it was Iraq. All right, because I think that was one of the reasons why they killed they assassinated one of the leaders. I forgot his name, Gaddafi or something like that. I don't remember. Anyway, yeah, with that, it's like this is one of the these are one of the ways that Esau just keeps on taking, and he never gives. All right, so that goes to show that he doesn't love. And on top of that, you also have that in this society where you have lots of women who think that a man is just supposed to be a slave, where a man just gonna work and then when he gets home from work, he does all the thing. He goes and cooks, he goes in cleans, and just a whole bunch of stuff, when like that is just literally slave. Just having a flat out slave, Slakia, just having a flat out slave. And that's also incredibly disrespectful. Like, if you are a man, you need to have some self-respect to not deal with this type of stuff. If a woman or anyone is treating you like that, you just gotta, like, just not stay in that toxic relationship if you can, because I know in certain situations, like sometimes you don't have anything, you don't have the money to do so. All right, so I'm not telling you just to self-destruct and crash out and stuff like that. I'm just telling you, like, should you be blessed with the opportunity to, don't just settle for what. All right, just that terrible lifestyle, should you be given the opportunity. All right, but aside from that, continuing on, I also want to get into these other precepts. Romans chapter 12 verse 18, if it be possible, as much as lieth in you, live peaceably with all men. So that this has been a reoccurring theme with me, where I always try my best to keep to myself and keep quiet, but literally everybody always has a problem with me. They always want to pick fights with me, even when I try my best to keep things to a minimal verbal contact, physical contact, whatever, or even just keeping my mouth shut completely, because I rarely ever talk to people, because I do not like talking to people. I absolutely despise literally damn near 99.9% of the population on this earth outside of the elect. I don't mind the elect, or not. I don't mind. Like, I actually I genuinely respect the elect, but outside of the elect, everyone else can kick rocks. So with that, I try my best to keep quiet. But even when I was a child, when I was older, there's always people that want to pick fights with me, and do a whole bunch of stuff. Even which I did a lesson on this before, where there was this dude, or this neighbor, that was bothering me, and I literally wasn't doing anything, but he just and of course it was an Edomite, which also that is also spiritual. Let me get this in Ezekiel. I think it's 35. Ezekiel chapter 35 from verse 7. Verse 5, Slakia, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred, and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end. So basically, the key thing here is perpetual hatred, which this is talking about the Edomites. All right, the Edomites have a perpetual hatred, and Esau is always going to want to try to find a reason to seek conflict with us, and in order to basically exercise his wrath on us. And that is basically what I had experienced, where that Edomite that I was dealing with, definitely an Edomite, he was constantly bothering me and all that stuff. And then when he actually got into a physical altercation, that's when he regretted it, because I wasn't just going to sit back and take it. And that's basically how most bullies are, primarily Edomite bullies, where they will keep on antagonizing you and bothering you if you don't fight back. But when you actually fight back, then that's when they see, okay, well, this is a source of threat, so I won't be able to get away with doing it all the time. But when you basically show that you aren't just like someone that's going to take things lying down and whatnot, then that's when they sometimes back off, sometimes, but depending on how hard you fight back. All right, so like if it's like fighting against a cornered rat, I think the term is, because with rats, like, they may not be able to win a fight against a lion, but if a rat basically is able to draw blood, then certain animals in the animal kingdom, certain animals, they can win fights, but they tend to avoid fights because they know they're not going to get out of it unscathed. So that's why, like, you have these things like, okay, you know what, this is the easier prey, so let me only go after the prey where I will get out of it with the least amount of effort, unless I have to, and stuff like that. So that's why it's like certain people steer clear from, or it's like certain animals steer clear from and from certain animals, just off the fact that they fight, just based off how they fight back, or how much they will fight back, or how hard the fight will be. All right, even in certain terms, like they say, mid to low difficulty, high difficulty, and stuff like that. It's like you're not gonna willingly go into a fight just for the hell of it. All right, if you're going to come out of it with great losses. All right, so as a result of that, that's basically an anecdote that I had, that I had to deal with. But he definitely didn't confront me, face to face, and after getting his shit pushed in. But anyway, continuing on, back to the whole love thing. John chapter 15 verse 13, greater love hath no man than this, that a man lay down his life for his friends. And that is that's another thing where basically that's what Yahawashi did. And Yahawashi did, where he basically was willing to die for Israel. All right. And the thing is, once again, going back into it, which it's very disrespectful, as well as entitled, all right, where in Christianity, where they think, okay, well, Yahawashi died, so now I don't have to do anything. And, again, it's entitled because you think that all the effort, all the work that needs to be done is only on Yahawah's side, where you don't have to do anything. And again, like, it's so problematic, because that's not the case. That's not the case, as the Lord told us to do certain things, as we read in John 14:15, if you love me, keep my commandments. And basically it's like, for example, if you let's say you like eating bacon cheeseburgers, all right, it shouldn't be a problem for you to say, okay, you know what, even though I love bacon cheeseburgers, I'm going to stop eating bacon simply because the Lord told me. All right. And that should be a simple thing, because it's not like you are dying, or you're sacrificing a big thing. It's literally just, instead of eating bacon cheeseburgers, you're just going to eat turkey bacon cheeseburgers, or you're just going to eat something else. You're just replacing it with something else. And that is, in all honesty, that's not a big ask. All right. But yet you still have Christians who will think and claim that this is a big ask, or this is a hard thing to do, or this is not expected of us, simply because Christ died for our sins, blah blah blah. All right, when that's not the proper understanding of it. All right. So yes, you have this whole entitled what's it called, entitlement, all right, to the favor of Yahawah that you see from people that they don't put into practice the exact same love that they want to go out and preach. All right. So yes, this is the situation that we are put in, where when we are in a position to actively appreciate and reciprocate the exact same love shown to us, we have to be able to do the same thing. As a matter of fact, we should be searching for ways to reciprocate the exact same love that Yahawashi showed unto us. All right. Slakia. So with that, it's like, are you able to give up all this stuff, especially like one of the biggest things? All right, let me get these two precepts. All right. the irony that the search terms that I use showed contradicting, not contradicting, inverse precepts. I was looking for Proverbs over here, and they gave me Matthew, and I was looking for Matthew over here, and they gave me Proverbs in the first at the top. But let me do this a little less, and then. Okay, so now Matthew chapter 19 verse 23, then said Yahawadah unto his disciples, verily I say unto you, a rich man shall hardly enter into the kingdom of heaven. That's basically it. And also let me get this other one. Proverbs chapter 30 verse 8, remove far from me vanity and lies, and give me neither poverty nor riches. Feed me with food convenient for me, lest I be full and deny thee, and say, who is the Lord? Or lest I be poor and steal and take the name of my power in vain. And this is where that whole thing of riches, money, all right, which is, by the way, this is a cut to the whole prosperity doctrine, where people you have Christians, all right, who think that, oh yeah, you have to be rich in on this side in this society, when in actuality, that it not, while it's not wicked to have money, it basically lessens your chance at salvation, simply because a lot of times people will get a big head and think that, oh well, I have all this money, I'm good, I'm going to be good, I don't need X, Y, and Z or whatever, and suck it. And as a result of that, it's just like it's going to be harder, because when the time comes, especially during what's it called, the mark of the beast, the implementation of the mark of the beast, all right, people are going to say, okay, well, you're going to lose access to all your money unless you take the mark. Oh fuck, I shouldn't have said that. Anyway, you're going to lose access to all your money unless you take the what. And people who have a lot of money, they're going to, the thought is going to go through their mind, I worked my ass off to get all this money. You know damn well I'm not going to let go of all this money. I worked for it, I deserve it, I earned it, and I earned it this, time, and third. And then as a result of that, it's going to be hard for them to let it go. And for someone that's poor, it's like, okay, well, I don't have any money anyway, so obviously I'm not going to what's the word, accept it. Also, another thing, but yet still another thing about that is, even for the poor people, they aren't saved, or being poor is not going to be what is going to prevent you from taking the what, because simply because what's it called, Donald Trump was talking about this whole incentive with the whole digital system. I believe, this is not yet confirmed, because they were talking about it, but they haven't really confirmed it yet, but I believe, speaking as a man here, what they're going to do is they're going to offer either I think it's going to be either 2,000 or more, maybe 3,000 by the time it comes out. Yahawadah, it comes out soon. They're going to be offering like 2,000 to 4,000. I'll say 2,000 to 4,000, in between there. I doubt it's going to be 4,000, but it might be. It's going to be $2,000 to $4,000 a month, as long as you incorporate, or as long as you take the what, simply because they're trying to find an incentive, and outside the just basic incentive of, oh well, you won't be able to buy and sell, there's also going to be just like, well, everyone cannot live in this society because of the economy is dog water. So as a result of that, it's like, well, we created a problem, and now we're giving you guys the solution. So here is the solution. And here, if you want to make it through this stuff, then here, just take this. We're working with you. We're working for you. Let let us help you out, and such. And this is the thing. This is the things that's going to actually capture people. All right. And also, I really want to take note that whenever someone is because very oftentimes people are going to, when you're trying to do something. All right. As a matter of fact, let me just do this, because this is a side note, not having to do with the thing, but there are people that always are going to get in your way. Let me get this. Mark chapter 4 verse 3. Hearken, behold, there went out a sower to sow, and it came to pass, as he sowed, some fell by the wayside, and the fowls of the air came and devoured it up. And some fell on stony ground, where it had not much earth, and immediately it sprang up, because it had no depth of earth. But when the sun was up, it was scorched, and because it had no root, it withered away. Now let me also get verse 14, I believe. Verse 14, the sower soweth the word, and wait, what? Oh yeah, verse 15. And these are they by the wayside where the word was sown, but when they had heard, Satan cometh immediately and taketh away the word that was sown in their hearts. So yes, oftentimes there's going to be, when you're trying to do the right thing, you just have to accept that Satan is going to come in many different forms to try to mess you up, and it's important to stay in the spirit and doing what you need to do. All right, no matter who and what it is. Continuing on, with the whole rich prosperity thing. Yeah, so basically, the riches are going to be a stumbling block. Like, this is, even Yahawashi had said it way back when. All right, riches are an innate stumbling block. And in addition to that, let me also get this. First Timothy chapter 6 verse 10, for the love of money is the root of all evil, which while some coveted after, they have erred from the faith and pierced themselves through with many sorrows. And oftentimes people make money their god, and they love money more than they love the Lord. And the thing, one of the biggest things which everyone should know, is that oftentimes people's priorities are, it's like they go to church. They go to church to try to accumulate good rapport with Yahawadah. But not even, no, that's incorrect statement. They try to build good rapport by going to church, watching church videos and stuff like that, or saying that, oh yeah, I read my Bible, I do this, then and third, and whatever, in order to build good rapport. When in actuality, like, they're not actively building good rapport, because that's not what the Lord asked of you. The Lord did not ask of you to learn from devils or learn from people who speak lies. All right, the Lord wants you to first and foremost to repent. All right, and learning does take precedence, and it's also a gradual process. So yes, we should be learning, but you shouldn't be learning from devils. So that's why a lot of Christians think, oh yeah, I go to church and stuff like that, and then they say that as if that's supposed to be a thing, a badge of honor, like, oh, I'm a good person because I go to church, when in actuality, like, that doesn't mean anything. You're not gaining any good karma or whatever for going to church. All right, because as a matter of fact, you are basically perpetuating, and honestly, you're helping the church by letting them steal money from you. And as a result of you giving your money to the church, when you go there, let me also get this. Sirach chapter 12 verse from the top. When thou wilt do good, know to whom thou doest it, so shalt thou be thanked for thy benefits. Do good to the godly man, and thou shalt find a recompense, and if not from him, yet from the Most High. So over here, let's just take it step by step. First things first, when you do good, know to who you're doing good to. All right. There was a time with me, before, early on in my time in the truth, I would give money to Sakari. All right, I gave money to Sakari, and I deeply regret that. All right, because they are definitely not they're doing the right work. They're waking people up to being Israelites, but at the same time, like, they are putting out a bad image, as well as misleading lots of Israelites. All right, the wrong path, making them think that, oh yeah, you need to get guns and stuff like that, and stuff like that. Like, what else? And you have to go to these protests and functions. All right, because there were there were some Sakari members that got that were found out to be, or that were seen at an immigration protest, where they were carrying guns. They were seen with guns on their person. All right, so yeah, like, this is not the these are not the ways to go. It's not the proper steps to take in order to properly follow the thing. And that whole gun thing is a completely different topic in general. But yeah, staying on point. Verse 3, there can no good come to him that is always occupied in evil, nor to him that giveth no alms. Give to the godly man, and help not a sinner. All right, so we're not supposed to be one thing that I like to explain it with is how, if you are giving money to someone that is going to go around and kill people, the person that you basically helped, like, when if someone's about to die, okay, and that person that's about to die is a murderer, you help them out, which lots of Christians think, oh yeah, I have to love everyone, I have to do this, that, and the third, whatever. I have to be a paragon or some shit for what's it called, for everyone. And you help out someone that is murdering someone, for example. Then all those people that murderer kills, that's also blood on your hands, simply because you helped them out. You put him in the position to be able to go out and do all that stuff even more. All right, so this is why you have to be very careful about who you help and who you're freaking supporting and stuff like that. All right, you don't just say, okay, well, I'm a Christian, so I'm gonna help anyone and everyone out. All right, you only help out specifically people that are followers of YAHAWAH and His. So people that follows after YAHAWAH and His. All right, or people that you need to stay in. That's people that you need to stay in good rapport with. All right. But let's see. Continuing on, if you can't get away with it, if you can't get away with not helping them. All right. So yeah, that's basically that. And also on top of that, there's also the rewards for helping out someone that is on the that the Lord favors. All right, the Lord is going to look out for you, and He's going to reward you. If that person doesn't help you out, or if they're unable to help you out, then the Lord's going to reward you in their stead. All right. So next, let me continuing on. John chapter 12 verse 25. He that loveth his life shall lose it, and he that hateth his life in this world shall keep it unto life eternal. And you have people, once again going back into the whole prosperity doctrine thing. With the whole prosperity doctrine, people love having money, and they want the money. And obviously money itself is not evil, but because you need money to get through the society. But there comes a time which we read in Proverbs chapter 30 verse 8, where it was asked to get money that was just convenient, not money, not a surplus. Which, while yes, again, having a surplus of money is nice, at the same time, having too much money, all right, is when you have a false sense of security, a false sense of, oh yeah, I have this, I can take care of myself, or my money's going to save me, money's going to help me. I can just bribe people and they will leave me alone in that type of stuff. And in this society, yes, it may have that type of power, but ultimately at the end of the day, that's not going to matter, because you're not going to be able to bribe Yahawadah and His. You're not going to be able to do anything to protect yourself from Yahawadah and His, because the Lord can send natural disasters. So what are you going to do? Bribe a natural disaster? All right. And this is where you have that misplaced love. Most of your love is put in your wealth, your riches, and stuff like that, rather than Yahawadah and His. Are you able to really give up money for, I'm gonna give up my money for because that's, so let me get that as a matter of fact. Matthew 19 verse 20, the young man saith unto him, all these things have I kept from my youth up. What lack I yet? Yahushua said unto him, if thou wilt be perfect, go and sell that thou hast, and give to the poor, and thou shalt have treasure in heaven, and come and follow me. But when the young man heard that saying, he went away sorrowful, for he had great possessions. So because he had great possessions, because he had so many things, so many riches, all right, he didn't want to give it up. And as a result of that, like, well, I don't want to follow you anymore. I don't want to follow Yahushua, because I don't want to lose all the riches that I have, all right. And it is simply because of that type of mindset where it's going to be a hard time for and not just Jake, but everybody in general, to just give up their money for the sake of not taking the MARK. All right. Now finally, 1 Peter chapter 3 verse 14, but and if ye suffer for righteousness' sake, happy are ye, and be not afraid of their terror, neither be troubled. All right. So yeah, basically, at the end of the day, with the whole the whole financial situation, financial troubles and stuff like that, while we are going through stuff financially, we aren't going to be saved by it. We're not going to be saved. It's like we're going to be going through some hardships, and should we go through hardships for the love of Yahawah, YAHAWASHI, if we're going through, trying to please Yahawadah and His at the end of everything, like the conclusion of the whole matter and stuff like that, then that's where we are going to be, blessed, as we are going through hardships, but at the same time, it's like the Lord's going to reward us at the end of it. Which, actually, let me get that first before I end it. 2 Corinthians 4 and 16. 2 Corinthians chapter 4 verse 16, for which cause we faint not, but though our outward man perish, yet the inward man is renewed day by day. For our light affliction, which is but for a moment, worketh for us a far more exceeding and eternal weight of glory. Or we look not at the things which are seen, but at the things which are not seen. For the things which are seen are temporal, but the things which are not seen are eternal. And this is the best way to end it off, because we are going through stuff now, and we will be going through stuff later on down the line, even worse, but it's being referred to as a light affliction. And the reason why is because in comparison, when you compare it to the rewards in the kingdom of heaven, it is seen as a light affliction, because the rewards in the kingdom of heaven are going to be so much more plentiful and so much better than it, and if you put them on the same scale as the bad that we go through. So, like, if the bad that we go through is like 100 pounds, the good that we're going to be getting in the kingdom is going to be like more than £1 trillion. All right. So with that, I pray this lesson was edifying. I want to give all honor, glory, and praise unto YAHAWAH, YAHAWASHI, ZEBULON, to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone of Bible Ball and Shalom.